Hey everybody, welcome to week 7 of CIT 12. Sorry for the echo. There's not a whole lot of furniture in here right now. We're still doing the baseboards. So anyway, it's raining outside. So I'm doing it from inside, even though it's going to sound a little echoey. So here is the deal. This week is completely different. It's going to be different than any other week we've done so far. It is not a normal week, and that's a good thing in some ways. We're doing our lab practical this week. And so what I've done this semester as opposed to last semester is I've eliminated everything from this week so that all you have to focus on is your lab practical. So that means you have one thing to do this week. It turns out that it's a longer thing, it's a slightly more complicated thing, but if you've done well in the labs so far, I think you're gonna be able to do really well on this lab practical. And so anyway, the scores have been good in the past. I think being able to focus on just this one thing this week is going to hopefully help your scores even more. There are a couple things you're going to need to know going into this week for the lab practical. One, sort of starting off with, is that you're not going to use a simulation. So you're going to use my IT lab, but you're not going to be using the simulated environment. You're going to be using the version of Microsoft Office you have installed on your home computer, or on one of our lab's computers, or wherever you choose to do the lab practical. So you need to have Microsoft Office. Now here's the beautiful part. Fresno City College has recently upgraded all of our student email accounts, and so you actually can download Microsoft Office completely for free. And I'm gonna put a video in the week 7 folder to show you exactly how to do that so that you can install Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, as well as Outlook if you want that. We don't cover it, but it's available for you for free, so you might as well take it. You can download it for free, install it onto your computer, Mac or PC, the latest version, and it's yours to use however long you want. All right, so it's a great sort of, hey, I'm on a home computer, but maybe you just have an older version. It's not going to look like what we were doing in the simulations because our simulations are all the latest 2013. Download 2013, it'll look exactly the same. There's one caveat, and that is Mac users. Mac users, I'm with you. Every computer I own at home now has Fruit on it. I've been a long time Mac user, and so I feel your pain when you take classes like this. Your version is going to look completely different. And in fact, there's a couple things, just a couple things. Almost everything you can do on both the Mac version and the PC version. It's just the menus are in different locations or in different spots. And there's a couple things that I think get graded wrong for you. So if you're a Mac user, we've probably already been communicating through email. Just communicate with me some more through email, and I'll make sure that I go in and hand grade yours to make sure that those things didn't happen for you, all right? So Mac users, you're a little bit different, but hey, you're probably used to that by now. So, but for the vast majority of you, your PC users, you can download the latest version. It will be exactly what you see in the simulations. Everything's great, all right? So that is sort of the one big difference. You need to have Microsoft Office. Download it, install it onto your computer. You can actually install it on several computers if you've got a laptop and a home machine. So it's a really good system. Video in the week 7 folder. Next, the actual process itself. There is a video in the week 7 folder showing you how to do this, all right? But it's a fairly simple process. In my IT lab, you'll see the lab practical there, or the practical exam. When you click on that link, you will get a little window, and that window will show 3 steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So step 1 is to download the files. You're going to click on a link, download probably all the files as a zip folder, or you can download them individually, your choice. If you download them as a zip, just make sure to right click and choose, I think it's extract all is the option you'll see under Windows. Uncompress. In fact, I think the Mac will just automatically do it if you're on a Mac. But on PC, I'm pretty sure right click, choose extract all, and you should be good. And so then you'll have all the files that you need for this lab, all right? One of those files will be the actual document that you're going to be editing. The idea is that you're editing an actual document using Word on your computer according to a set of rules or according to a set of instructions. So you'll have the document you need to edit. You'll have any images or maybe other files that you're going to grab text from. Anything that you need to solve that problem will be in those downloads. So make sure you download all the files. And then one of those files will be the instruction sheet. The instruction sheet will tell you everything you need to do. Go to the second paragraph and boldface this. Write justify the entire document, through pages 1 and 2. Do whatever it is you need to do. So you do all of those things kind of on the list. Go in order if you can. And then just kind of look and see, does this seem right, what I'm doing? If it doesn't seem right, then Control Z is undo, and then reread that instruction to make sure that you're getting stuff going, or you're doing stuff in the correct order and things are looking right. So anyway, you're going to follow those sets of instructions. That's actually the second step. You're actually going to edit your document on your computer. And then when you're done, you upload that document back to My IT Lab. And you use the exact same link. You can take as long as you want. You could download it on Monday, upload the file on Sunday. When you're done with it, you can go back and edit the document multiple times. So, you can stop anywhere you want. Just make sure you hit save on your computer so that you save the file. All that sort of stuff. You still have your 1 week late period. So if you don't get done by Sunday, although really try to get done by Sunday, because then you're prepared to start Excel next week. But for this week, if you don't get it done, you still have your 1 week late period. You can still upload it at any point next week. But it's up to you. You can save the file, you can move it from computer to computer. All that is perfectly fine. There is something I'm going to tell you about sort of on the back end. This is because I don't want you to think you can get away with something and then it turns out you get flagged for cheating. When you download those files, they are specific to you. All right, so there's a little something in the file, kind of hidden, that is sort of key coded for your My IT Lab account. So when you upload the file, it'll check that to make sure that you are the only person who has edited this document. If, for instance, you have a friend who downloads the file and makes all the changes and you decide, I'm just going to copy his file, that's not going to work. And in fact, it can kind of track the things you're doing in the file a little bit. So we know if you're cheating. In other words, don't borrow somebody else's file. You're going to get flagged for cheating, and then it's a whole big process, and we have to involve the college and stuff like that. So don't do it. Do the work yourself. If you want to talk with a friend about it, well, that's fine. Hey, I was wondering, it says to do this. How did you do that, or whatever? It's an open note, open book test. So if you've got a good friend, you can call for advice. You can call them for advice. You could check the internet for advice. You could Google something. Lots of different ways you can figure out how to do it, all right? But you upload the file and your file, and you'll get graded for it immediately. As soon as the first few come in, I'll start checking those grade files to see if everything has been done correctly. Because there could be something, there are some really weird circumstances where you might do something I shouldn't say so wrong, but you do something wrong in a way that sort of alters the document such that other things in the document get marked as wrong, even though you did them correctly. And so if that were to happen, usually the system's pretty good at catching that, but there were a couple cases last year where I was able to catch a few and fix it, or last semester, I was able to catch a few and fix it. So anyway, I'll be checking those to make sure that the automatic grade is your actual grade. If you see an adjustment of any sort, that's probably the reason why. The adjustment will happen later. So anyway, that's it. That's all you have to do this week. Now, plan to have some time to do this. The document is kind of long. The instruction sets are kind of long because they're wanting to get all the skills from those first three, the first sort of real big one of the labs that we did. So you're going to make a resume, you're going to do a number of things in that document. It's actually almost like there's 2 or 3 documents kind of crammed together into just one big document file. So anyway, make sure you plan so you have enough time to do it. It's the only thing you have to do this week, so yeah, I'm hoping for good things. Like I said, last semester grades were fairly good on it, so I think with you being able to focus, grades should be even better. So that's it.